Today makes 14 years since my youngest sister passed away. Over the years, I've had a lot of people who are struggling to deal with their own grief ask me the same question: how did I get over her death? My reply is always the same. Death is not something that you get over, it's something that you learn to live with. There is no exact 12-step program that will help you heal from your grief, because grief is different for everyone. Your relationships aren't the same, their cause of death isn't the same, your level of faith is not the same. But there are 3 mistakes that I made when Tasha died that I always tell people not to do. Don't follow in my footsteps. Mistake number 1, I tried to keep everything the same after she died as it was when she was living. I did not want to face holidays and birthdays and special occasions without her. But the more I tried to act as if she was still here, the more grief reminded me that she wasn't. So I had to accept the new life that God had given me and my family, and we learned how to navigate through those moments without her while keeping her memory alive. The second mistake I made was trying to fix it. A lot of people in our family was hurting. I found myself fighting battles that God never intended for me to fight. I was trying to find ways to take their pain away, and I couldn't. And God had to show me that my place wasn't to heal them, but to heal with them. Mistake number 3, I pretended to be stronger than I actually was. And I didn't do a very good job with that. There were times when I would wake up to my husband wiping the tears from my eyes because I was literally crying in my sleep. By not being 100% honest about how I was feeling, I was adding unnecessary stress onto my body. Doing that came with a price, because 9 years after her passing, I came just a few breaths away from dying from a stress-induced heart attack. And I'll be honest with you, it's 14 years later, and I still don't see any benefits behind her children having to grow up without their mom. But I thank God for the Holy Spirit, which always reminds me of Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. My faith in God is not about what I see or know, but in trusting and believing even though I don't see. What felt like the breaking of me was actually God's way of remaking me. He turned my pain into purpose, and now I relate to people differently. My family and I, we miss my sister every single day. But I take comfort in remembering 2 Peter 3:8, where it says, "A day in the presence of the Lord is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day." So even if we are on this earth for the next 300 years, my family and I will see my sister in a minute.